exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. It's East versus West here in Milwaukee, and we've got... well, guys, John Wall was certainly one to watch, David. Thanks. Smitty, great defensive matchup here tonight. Two teams that do a great job of communicating on the floor.
And it's so important now, Kevin. You said it best, communicating. Now teams switch so much. I mean, 1 through 5, they're switching. And if you have that one weak link who doesn't speak and don't communicate, and he missed that assignment, it could be a layup or a wide open three. You got to value each possession now.
Got to be able to talk out there, right, and alert your teammates what's going on.
Kevin, we have a lot of talkers, and then we have a lot of guys that don't say much.
Now the starting group for Long Beach. Lowry out there with Holiday. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's LeBron James. And it's Aldridge in at the power forward. Lowry finds Capella. Long Beach moving that ball around. Aldridge misses. This game for Kansas City, they picked up a win against Houston. Leonard, no luck. Lowry looking around. Passes to Aldridge. Back to LeBron. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Hey, Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
And he makes the first.
And to think LeBron in high school was recruited by some D1 colleges to play wide receiver, boy, what a downfield target he would have been.
And James drills them both. Here's Wall. He had 13 points in the win against Houston. Gasol against Capella.
Ooh, this nigga trash.
Outside Leonard. Over LeBron. He squares up and sinks it.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Lowry against Wall. LeBron kicks to Lowry. Pocket 6. Shoots the 3.
No.
Rebounded by Kansas City.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club,
You're going to do this one now. I'm going to do some more later.
Got a piece of it.
So I can just finish it the week. Because you can pick some up for this week. I can do something this week.
Kansas City needs to get off a shot. Gasol, no good.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
Lowry against Wall. Lowry kicks to James. Lets it go with the 3. And again, the miss by Long Beach. For Kansas City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Leonard, the pass to Wall. And stolen by Kyle Lowry.
Oh, come on, Brian. Do some shit.
Inside, here's Holiday. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Very composed, under control. Holiday does a good job of converting in traffic.
Here's Wall. And Kansas City misses again.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism.
The first one falls.
Well, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook came into the league around the same time. All of them in the conversation for most athletic big point guard in league history. of the three, I think John Wall, the most prolific playmaker, always looking to create for his teammates.
And John Wall is such a multifaceted game, it almost feels wrong to call him a pure point guard. But that's what he is, isn't he? Just loves to set up his teammates.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And he can score at a high level, but it helps him as a playmaker. Guys thrive playing alongside him because he commands so much attention.
Good work defensively by Lowry.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Kick it corner.
From the left block, and Long Beach again with the bucket.
And what it looks like now, guys, their confidence is growing, and so is this lead.
But they can't just sit back and enjoy it. They need to keep up the momentum.
And Kansas City decides to take their first time out here. There's a real art, isn't there, Steve, to drawing charges? Who are some of the best at doing that you see now on a game-to-game basis?
You know, DeMarcus Cousins stands out because he's a center. You're used to seeing centers block shots.
Right.
But he can get in position and take charges. Draymond Green loves to take charges. Kemba Walker does it from the point guard position. Marcus Smart, Patrick Beverly. Those are some of the names, and the list goes on and on.
And those guys are tough guys, too. They have a toughness, grit factor about it.
Yeah, you got to have that, Kevin, if you're going to bounce your head off the floor.
And it's a completely new group here for Kansas City.
And let's check out stats for James. What was the last one of the basketball been for him? First in assists, 8th in scoring, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Kansas City. 8-point game. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Look how assured Mirotic is, pulling the trigger immediately.
Now here is Holiday. 11-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Bledsoe looking around.
Oh, hell no.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate. Lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both. Long Beach leading by 6. Lowry finds James. Outside for Lowry. Offensive rebound. Capella. And he uses the glass on the layup. Capella's got his second basket of the game.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession you want.
Count it, good.
And you like to see this from Levine, attacking in the paint with confidence.
For Long Beach, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Timeout is called, first of the game for Long Beach. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
They were the aggressors that night, relentless in their approach, especially scoring the basketball.
And a new group getting ready for Long Beach. Jordan, he's checked in for Capella. Markkanen comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Chris Middleton's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And they call an illegal screen here.
They've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easy. And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
Hey! And slam dunk by Jordan.
And DeAndre is one of the best in the business in that situation. You let him sneak in behind you, and you're going to pay.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Jordan against Mirotic. Shot clock at 6. Feeds it to Lopez. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Dinwiddie kicks to LeBron. Over Hayward. Back of the rim.
Shoot it.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Long Beach on top. They lead by 8. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
Oh, shit, we is over the playoffs. Haha.
One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the
Shut your
effort.
ass up.
And he should know, a former defensive player of the year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And thanks
Rob,
again for tuning in. If you're
hell,
just joining us,
these
we've
niggas
played
is
through one
terrible.
quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Long Beach here in this one?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
You know, sometimes gambling gets you in trouble, but in that first quarter, it was just the opposite.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Long Beach, Jordan is
Step
up there
back.
marking him.
He shot
Chris
that.
Middleton. And
Oh,
it's
no.
DJ
He
Warren.
got the board.
And it's Dinwiddie.
Another
in at the
one?
point.
Yo, what?
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. Mirotic against Markkanen. Mirotic passes to Levine. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Zach LaVine won back-to-back dunk contests in 2015 and 2016.
Should've
The
got a
second one
repeat.
against Eric Gordon, an all-time classic.
Aaron Gordon got robbed.
And Dr. J said it best. Zach LaVine is among the greatest performers in dunk contest history.
LaVine doesn't actually dunk a whole lot in regular games, but when he gets out in transition, though, step back.
And Kansas City will go for a different look here. Marcus All's checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Mirotic. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And John Wall subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Dinwiddie kicks to Warren. Jordan the pass to Dinwiddie. Middleton outside.
Come on, do something. Warren over Braun, you gotta stop it now.
Takes the three.
Middleton.
Gasol with the rebound. Kansas City trails by 7. With 3, Levine. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
I would clinch playoffs if I win against the Crusaders and you beat
Perimeter
Dreamville.
defense at a
That's all I need
premium
to clinch.
these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
But if we both lose, then
Green against Warren.
I gotta win the next one.
And
Hope
foul
we lose
on the
too.
shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Remember, TJ Warren, he averaged 25 a game his second season at NC State. You want to know his role in the NBA? It's quite simple, a professional scorer.
That free throw good from Warren. And with Warren, with kind of an old school approach, Greg, very active with his mid-range game.
And this guy can get buckets around that rim. As he stretches his range, I think he'll only get more and more dangerous.
And Kansas City making a change here. Ogden's checked in. Smitty, there are a lot of funny guys that play in pro sports, and the NBA is no
Hey,
exception.
Charlie, your team's
now
doing
in the past.
shit.
Who would you say is the funniest guy you ever played with?
Fuck it.
A couple guys, Kevin, there's some funny guys. I think one that stands out far as just being a straight comedian, had guys laughing, was Ken Norman. And I think there's another guy that was extremely funny, but he wasn't trying to be funny, was the Dikembe Mutombo.
Hey.
Some of the things that Dikembe would say and do, it was just hilarious. And he wasn't trying to be funny.
And DeAndre Jordan, the all-time leader in career field goal percentage, Greg by a sizable margin.
Yeah, the most prolific dunker in the league, maybe in league history.
And for all the developments Jordan's made to his game, free throw shooting remains a challenge.
Not this year, free throw shooting.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Lowry Markkinen. Holiday comes in for T.J. Warren, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Kansas City. They trail by 9 points. Gasol finds Leonard. And it's Leonard missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Wall against Lowry. Outside Holiday.
Oh, yeah.
And again, the miss by Long Beach. Kansas City, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
Shoot it.
Leonard against Middleton. Outside Leonard. Jacks up a 3. And Fremont Green
his offense.
That's foul number 2 for him. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Long Beach.
Rams of poverty.
Long Beach leading by 9. Lowry kicks to Middleton.
This is terrible.
Pass to Capella, and the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. NBA awards are voted on by broadcasters and writers around the NBA. Do you think that's the best way, Steve, to pick an MVP?
Well, I really think there's some kind of way you got to have players more involved, being able to come out and be able to pick the MVP, because these are the players that are going up against these guys. I also would love to see where we have more of the defensive player of the year during the off season, the rookie of the year in the off season. Obviously, giving out more of those awards for the playoffs as well.
And you got to, of course, beware of it becoming a popularity contest too.
Yes, totally.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional.
Doesn't want to make playoffs for
and Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says,
you can mark this up as a W already.
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Eric Bledsoe.
They really about to throw their playoffs spot.
Gasol passes to Brogdon.
That's wild. They don't need this one.
Leonard on the wing. James covering. They need this one.
Let's go.
It's good, and the Long Beach lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Leonard.
And you love that about Kawhi. After he makes a shot, he gives you the poker face. Just goes about his business.
Holiday against Brogdon. Holiday dishes to Capella. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Capella's got the lead up to 11 now for Long Beach.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Bledsoe kicks to Brogdon. Tipped away. From deep.
I knew he was going to hit it. I knew he was going to hit it.
Big time. Big time.
I called it.
Bledsoe against Lowry. The pass to LeBron. Shoots over Leonard. Empty that time from Leonard. And so it's the visiting team in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. On a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. Jets down to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. I thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Looking at Long Beach, Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
I like their commitment to that inside game. Boy, get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, a more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
I was unimpressed, very unimpressed with their offense. You know, guys seem to be going through the motions, not cutting, not hustling. They failed to get back into a great offensive rhythm. They'll need to step it up big in the second half to cut into this lead.
Capella's going for 40.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Clint Capella has been sensational.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really value each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Clint Capella's dicking you.
First half is in the books. 1 half to go. Long Beach leading by 8. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Marcus Gasol is out there with Green. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Wall in at the point guard. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. There's so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet but are important when it comes to him.
You know, when you think of true 7-footers, Marc Gasol is one of the most consistent shooters beyond the arc.
Here's Lowry. Rebound by Kansas City. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like on the stat sheet either.
He is a bulldog. I mean, he scores it.
The West so close in the playoffs is ridiculous. Almost everyone got the same record.
As well as anybody
except for Billy.
And got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
These boys selling so hard.
Court violation. Not very careful there. Sabine's checked in.
HR really might make a comeback.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Leonard on the wing. Levine against Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Green inside the 3-point.
Oh, no.
It's Leonard with the assist.
Just how they drew it up coming out of the half. 3 straight from the field.
Holiday, looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. To the paint. He kept it by Gasol.
Damn, LeBron is on lock.
He is a shot blocking expert, especially down low.
And some changes here for Kansas City.
LeBron ain't doing a damn thing.
And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Draymond Green. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And here's James outside. No good on that one. And Kansas City will go the other way with it.
Can you believe it? He's missed.
Why is he not even guarding LeBron? Really? Oh my God! 3 points over 6.
That every pass they made is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Long Beach calls time here.
And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
Kansas City making a change here. Mirotic is checked in. As the playoffs
I'm not drafting LeBron next year. Hell no.
They continue to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, Kansas City, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And right now for Kansas City, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
What they've done, they've kept themselves in the playoff picture, though. They haven't been spectacular.
That sounds about right. That's pretty accurate.
And we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
Ball's knocked loose, taken away by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court.
Okay, Brian.
And James gets it to go.
1 for 7, 6 points. Ooh.
Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent. Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
I like the setup there by Holiday, a true combo guard. He understands that his playmaking is key to helping this offense run well. His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held them back.
To the inside. It counts, and the foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
When Holiday's feeling good, he causes plenty of these, able to power through contact and finish.
And Drew Holiday, Steve, is such a huge factor on the defensive end whenever he's on the floor.
You know, it's been a focus for him to step his game up on that end of the floor. He moves his feet so well that guys can't just blow by him. Numerically, the way he discourages shots at the rim, it's like having a defensive center on the floor.
Free throw, no good for Holiday.
And you know, Drew Holiday sometimes gets overlooked in the discussion of great point guards, but only because there's so much competition at that position. The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
Dinwiddie passes to Middleton. Capella kicks to Aldridge. Shoots over Mirotic. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Bledsoe finds Levine.
This man Capella's really doing
the assist. Bledsoe's got 2 assists now in this one.
The three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Dinwiddie passes to Aldridge. From outside the arc, and Long Beach hits again from deep.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Kansas City. Markkanen, he's checked in for Long Beach. 1:21 left to play in the third. Bledsoe kicks to Levine. Brogdon with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Just 5 to shoot. On deep. Long Beach with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Middleton. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Dinwiddie's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just giving away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
On its way from Hayward for two. And Kansas City misses again. Long Beach on offense. They're on a 16-7 run.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass.
Mirotic finds Bledsoe. That will count on the stifling defense right there. And so it's the visiting team heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Kansas City trails by 7 on the floor for Long Beach. Markkanen is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's LeBron James. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. Long Beach shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Markkanen in the corner. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 3rd assist on the night. Kansas City has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And Bledsoe with the stop.
Beautiful feed by Draymond. He plays a physical game, but he also has great awareness and skill.
From downtown, and Long Beach hits again from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Bledsoe outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The free throw drops for Bledsoe. And Eric Bledsoe drops them both.
Bledsoe putting the team on his back.
Leading by 7. Dinwiddie gets to Middleton. James with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe.
Oh my God.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You just love LeBron's patience. Scanning the floor, delivers the basketball on point and on time.
Bledsoe left side. Baseline jumper. And Kansas City misses again. Long Beach has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And James gets it to go. Well, we know, Steve, the GMs are in a tough position in this NBA. Trying to win, obviously, is the #1 desire. But they got to balance everyone's view of the landscape. Winning now as opposed to looking what's best for the future.
And it's totally hard because we all understand what happens. Because you get penalized at the end of the year if you're not a team that's, pretty much locked in the playoffs. You almost want to lose games to get a chance to have a better chance to get a higher draft pick. I think this is something that over the course of the next few seasons, this will be looked at very closely.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He was not happy with their defensive performance. He said they're getting everything they want. We've got to show them we can't let that happen. You have to make a stand. You have to get some stops, and that'll get us going on a run, guys.
And Long Beach calls time here. And starting out in the shadow of his older brother Powell, Marc Gasol, Steve, has become a superstar in his own right.
Multiple All-Star games and All-NBA first team in 2015. And it's not just the production, it's the leadership.
Looking at who's out there now for Long Beach, Drew Holiday's checked in for Chris Middleton, and Kyle Lowry subbed in for Dinwiddie. Outside Gasol. Green, the pass to Gasol. 6 to shoot. And here's Leonard from 3. And so Holiday will bring it up for Long Beach. The 3. James kicks to Markkanen. Lowry from outside. Brings it from beyond the arc. And Long Beach leads by 12.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points and chunks.
Offensive rebound. Gasol on the high post. Holiday against Brogdon.
Yo, whenever this man always coming out to the 3-2.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over for Long Beach. Clint Capella comes in for Jordan, and Aldridge is subbed in for Markkanen.
Uh-oh. The GOAT's back.
Long Beach leading by 12 to the paint. And James gets it to go on the assist by Lowry. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
Here's Leonard. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
This is what you want to do on the offensive end. Get Kawhi looks in the paint. Rely on him to make a play.
A baseline change. And Long Beach again with the bucket.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct.
LeBron's shooting like shit. Oh, he's getting still.
They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Get back to him. Damn it, Lowry.
Here's Aldridge. The kick out to LeBron.
Oh, shit.
To the middle.
Hey!
Absolutely.
Oh, shit.
Play in basketball executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over.
Oh, hell no.
They're trailing by 16. There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game.
This nigga hasn't missed. He's 7 for 7.
His percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. LeBron kicks to Holiday.
Y'all better not set Capella up to shoot a bad shot.
5 to shoot.
I'd be pissed.
And Gasol sends it back.
He can't miss 8 for 8.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing
got dicked by a long black man that's not even from Africa.
Long Beach.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
As they pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles from loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They've played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63.
He's trying to make the
Bucks series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Clint Capella.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Shoots from the baseline. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Don't you get
about 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
Hey, LaMarcus.
LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Shoots over Leonard.
Oh my God.
And Long Beach again with the bucket.
20-point game.
And in
Kawhi,
as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again. You know,
know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
And so it's Long Beach with the W. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, what do you think this team's identity is this season?
You know, we just have so many guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge.
No.
This is Kevin Harlan.
I think Flamingos is clinks. Well, no, I don't think so. I'm lying. They might have. Lambo might have just clinks.
I'll be back home tomorrow. My family.
Shut up, bitch. 14, 8, 7, 6, 8, 6, 5, 3, 2, 2, 0. Damn, everyone scored except for Hayward. This man, you got dick from a long black man from fucking Switzerland. Nigga almost had a double-double on you. Shot perfect. LeBron shooting terrible and came up in the fourth.
Hey man, let him do what he want to do, man.
Hate to see it. Shut up, nigga. You bisexual.
Hey, who you talking to?
You bitch. As you get